Greeting, guys, from here. I welcome you all to today's webinar. My name is Juliet, also known as Crypto Queen. So today, this meeting is brought to you by Crypto Queen Academy and Digital World Academy. So like we know, the purpose of this gathering or webinar is to impact knowledge on those who are willing to learn how to trade independently without leveraging on anyone's support in generating signals. So far, so good. It's been an amazing training and training experience with Crypto Queen Academy and Digital World Academy for those who has been with us from last year and from this year. So we can affirm that it has been we've made a lot of progress and success in our training so far. So today, before I proceed, I would like to recognize and appreciate our leaders, those who has been supporting us in a tremendous way in both academy. We appreciate you guys, and we want to let you know that we don't take you for granted. Thank you for all you do, and we ask that you continue to support us. To those who are helping us both in flyers and editing our videos after webinar, we also appreciate your help. And to our amazing leader who will be anchoring us into this webinar, Newton, we want to say thank you for all you do. So this webinar is a continuation. The topic that we will be handling is a continuation of our previous class on crypto class. This class is basically for crypto. Like we know, we have Crypto Queen, we have a Crypto Academy and Forex Academy in both Crypto Queen Academy and Digital World Academy. If Digital World Academy founder owner is there, we want to also recognize you, Alex Itse. We thank you for all you do. So today's class, we are going to continue from where we stopped, how to use TradingView. So it's one of the important knowledge, knowledge you need to grab before you start going into trading in details. So we've done a lot of training on crypto, and we know that after our training on TradingView, we will be going into technical analysis, which may bring us to the end of our crypto class. So as we know, technical analysis, and we've done fundamental analysis. Technical is a very broad topic, so we'll be picking it one by one. So today I want to crave your indulgence to pay more attention and ask questions where you are confused. We'll be picking questions at the end of the class. Try to pay attention as the class is going on. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to open the floor for our able leader, Mr. Newton, to continue from where he stopped in our previous class. Mr. Newton, it is my pleasure to welcome you once again in today's webinar. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Crypto Queen. Hello, good evening, guys. It has always been a privilege and an exciting moment for me to always come on here to give you guys all we need to know, details about what we need to know as regard our trading tools. So tonight, we'll be going on the concluding part of how to use your TradingView in detail. So permit me to share my screen.
You can share your screen.
Yeah, sure. All right, so we'll be looking at the concluding part of how to use TradingView. We want to know how to use TradingView, in details. So as a recap of what we did the last time we had this class, we actually looked on how to. We did so many things. I might not be able to remember all of the things, but I know we did a lot of things. And if you want to catch up with what we did the last time, please, I indulge you to watch the video on our YouTube channel. We have all of the details there. So tonight is going to be more like a continuation, okay? And tonight is also going to be very, very detailed. It's also going to be very relevant. We're looking at chart settings, templates, keyboard shortcuts, and then we're looking at screeners. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I would like to kick into what we have tonight. Now, on my chart is the gold chart. Okay, this is a gold. This is gold chart. Okay, this is what gold chart looks like. So I'll be using this as what they call it. I'll be using this to show us how to use our trading view. Okay, I'll be doing all of the things on this gold. Now, the first thing I will be showing you guys is how to draw some tools, how to make use of some tools, okay, on trading view, and then how to customize these tools so that it will give you an easy use in the future. Okay, there are a lot of things you will not repeatedly need to do, once you've done them once. Okay, so that's what I'll be showing you. I'm sure you've seen a lot of charts from pro traders, whereby you see a lot of things, how they decorate their charts. It looks very attractive, it looks very inviting, and as well, like you like them. Of course, I'm sure you like them. So I will show you how to do all of these things tonight. I will show you how to do all of these things tonight. So the first thing I want to show you is how to use your trend line. Okay, how to use a trend line and how to customize that trend line. It's just going to be brief, because all we're doing tonight is just showing you around. So by the time we get into technical analysis, then we'll be looking into details of how all of these tools work. So tonight I'll just be telling you, showing you how to use your trend line. Okay. Now look at on my screen. What I have on my screen is the gold pair, gold USD. Okay. Now I am on the monthly time frame. Okay. Remember what I told you guys about time frame? Okay, time frame is just at that moment, that particular time you're looking at the chart. You want to know what's going on around at a particular duration. You want to know what's going on around 1 month. Probably you want to see, then come down to 1 week to see what has been happening, then come down to 1 day, and so on and so forth. All of these things will be going into details. So just bear with me tonight. So now I want to just draw a trend line. I just want to show you how to draw a trend line, then how to customize that trend line. So you come on your 2 pan here. On this left side, let me use my annotation so you can see what I'm talking about. You come here. Now, remember the last time we had this class, I told you how to favorite your tools for easy access. Okay. Now, we did that the last time. So now I want to bring back that favorite tools back on my screen so that I can have easy access to them. Okay. I don't want to come in here every time to come and search for those tools. So what I need to do is just come on here. Come down to this last part here. 1 second. Come here. Okay. So that's where we have our favorite buttons. Okay. I actually hit them, so I want to bring them back. So what I just need to do is just click on it. I need to just click on it. Okay. Come in. Let me shoot this guy up here. Now look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the tools. Look at the set of tools. Yes, all lined up. Okay, so this is going to make it easy for me to be able to access all of these tools instead of having to come back here. So I just pick it up and just bring it down somewhere here. Okay, so that it doesn't disrupt what I'm doing here. So the first thing I want to do is show you how to draw a trend line. So I just come here. This is my trend line. Okay, it's labeled trend line. I pick it up. Now, if you're drawing a trend line, you have to pay attention to something. You have to pick up. Let's say you want to draw it. You want to know what's going on. Okay, on this from this end to this end. Okay, now if you're drawing a trend and you're paying attention to the wicks. Okay, wicks. You remember candlesticks? We talked about candlesticks. Paying attention to the wicks. This week. Okay, let me just hold on, please. Let me just use this stuff to. This week here represents the high price. We'll still talk about it, don't worry, just for showing you around tonight. Okay, so just pay attention. Okay, so if you're drawing a trend line, okay, for a resistance, this is more like a resistance point. Okay, so you need to pay attention to two highs. So this is a high, this is a high. Okay, these are highs, all these are highs. Okay, and all of these are lows. These are called lows. So we have high and low. When you talk about candlestick, we have something like this. Okay, so this is high and this is low. So when you're drawing your trend line for resistance, you'll be paying attention to the highs. So that's valid highs. And when you're drawing your trend lines for support, be paying attention towards to the lows. Okay, so tonight I want to quickly just draw a trend line. Okay, let me just draw a trend line. Now, so I want to draw a trend line from this point here to this point here. Okay, just to show you how to draw a trend line. This is not a detailed video. So I come here, I pick my trend line tool, and I come to this high, and I drop it here. Okay, now let me show you where I was actually concentrating. So I picked it up from this high, and then I dropped it on this high. Okay, I just wanted to know what price did after these 2 points. Okay, and price. So I use this point. Let me clean this guy up again so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. So coming. Let me delete this guy. So these are the points that I use. I use this point here, this high here, okay, and this was actually a previous high. This was the last high price got to before price came down, okay, and this was also a recent high price made before price went up, okay, to this upside. So I want to drop my trend line between this high and this high. All right, so what I just need to do is just pick it up, come here, pick my trend line up, draw it from here, and then place it here. Okay, I extended it out so I can have a clearer picture of what I'll be showing you guys later, not now. Okay, so this is how to draw a trend line. Now, if I want to customize this line, the essence of me drawing this trend line is just to show you how you can draw a line. Okay, a line. When we enter technical analysis, you know how to do. I'll give you detailed explanation of how this line functions, what they do, and how you can perfectly use them. So for tonight, let's just do all of this. So now I want to customize this line. Okay, I want to write on this line. I want to do a lot of things on this line. So what I need to do is just, once you click on the line, the setting button comes up. Look at it here. Okay, so you come here, okay, and just click on these settings. Now, so you have varieties of options here. Okay, you have varieties of options here. Now, put this in mind. You can only do this once. So subsequently, it will be easy for you. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to make your job easier for you. Okay, you don't want to be doing something repeatedly. For instance, maybe like you want to write something, you don't want to be writing repeatedly. There's some key words that you need to have in place so that next time, maybe like you're just on the chat and you want to do very fast, you want to be very swift on the chat, so you don't have the time to start typing and start searching for this. So all of these things will have been in place. So all you just need to come is what? Just come and just click, and you're good to go. So this is how to use this trend line. Okay. Now look at this place here. Let me use annotation. Look at the first menu. We have the style, we have the text, we have the coordinates, and we have the visibility. Now let me explain all of this. Let me explain what all of this means. Now let's start with this guy first. This style. Okay. So let's see how this style works. So when you click on it, okay. So these are all the menus that pops up. All of these they have what? They have their use. Okay, so now we will not be doing, we don't have a lot of time whereby I will need to show you all of these things, but let me just give you an head start so that at your leisure, by the time you go back to watching this video, you can do a lot of things on your own. So now what you need to do, so if I am the one, what I just need to just play around these guys, play around it and see what happens each time I click on any of these. So just be watching this, your line that you draw. So let me click on this first guy here, this first guy. Let me click on this guy first here, okay, and let me see what happens. So when I click on extend left line, you see what happens. The line projects, okay. When I unclick it, you see it comes back, okay. You see it goes and come back. So there are times whereby you draw a line, so you want the line to extend to a certain point. You want to see what's happening at that point. So why don't you just come to that setting and just click on it? You see that extension, okay? Now the same thing happens when you click on this line on the other one. See how it projects, how it comes out. So these are the ways you get to know how these functions work, okay? Or you click on the middle. See, look at that middle dot. Okay, so all of these things have their use. I'll just show you the important ones and then you can play with the other ones later. Okay. Now, so let's say you want to write something on this trend line. You see, some people draw trend line, they draw trend line, and then you see them writing the either under, on top, and see anywhere. So what you just need to do is just come to this second, menu here, this top menu here. Look at where I'm at, text. Okay, okay, come to that text, click on it, and it shows. Now, let's say we write, let's just say we write money, right? Money. See, now what you need to do is you want to actually set your preference. You want to, you want to set where you want the money to appear. If you want it to appear by the left or by the right or by the middle. You see, my own just appeared here. And you can as well format all of this. You can add font size, you can add to color. Okay, let's just do all of this. Let's say you want to change the color of this. Maybe like this is too faint. You're not saying you want to change the color. So what you do, you need just click here. This box is for the color. Why this box? This other box is for what? The font size. And this also means that you can actually bolden the letters. And then you have what? The Italian font size, fonts. Yeah, font. So let's go through all of these and see how they work. So the first thing is I want to click on this color. You see, we have variety of color. Let me say I want to change that color to red. Okay, that red still looks what? Still looks faint. Let's say I want to, it's different, so I need to increase the font size so I can, it's bigger, so I can see, can have a very clear view. I can choose any font that I want. So let me show you this. I just see how big it is. Okay, you see how big it is. Okay, now let's say it's too tiny, you want to bold it. You can just click on this, it's bold, and then you want to also apply this other one. So these are the ways you can actually do all of this. Now, so let's say I don't want it to be at this medium. Maybe I want it to, okay, at my left hand side. So all I need to do is just come down here, text alignment, okay, and here. So what do I need to do here? So just click on this drop down arrow, then you click top. You see it has changed to the top, or perhaps you want it at the bottom. Okay, see it has gone to the bottom. Now let's say you want it at the left hand side. So I need to just come to this column here, click left. You see it has gone left. So you want it left at the top, okay, you see, or you want it right at the top or bottom. Just come and play around all of this. Okay, this is how you actually customize your line. So now let's go back to coordinate. And now what does coordinate means? Okay, let me just show you what coordinate means. Coordinate means that maybe like you have a particular price in mind. Okay, you have a particular price in mind. Come here, let me show you something. So you have a particular price in mind. And now what do I mean by this price? Remember the last time I explained, we talked about these scales, okay? Let me still talk about it tonight. So this scale, this right hand side, this place, this pan here, okay, this pan here represents the price of your asset you're looking at. And remember, we're looking at what? We're looking at gold. Okay, gold US dollar tonight. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so now these are the different prices. Okay, as this price moves, okay, it tends to show here. So I think the current price where we have now is what? Let me clean this guy off first so that we can have a clearer view, okay, of the price we are now. So the current price now, look at this blue line, look at this line, look at this line here. Okay, so this is a Kusa movement. This is the price. This guy represents the price movement. So the current price where we are now, we are what? We are at 1856.41. So that's the current price where we are now. Okay. All right. So now let's say you have a particular price in mind, where you want this line to align with. So that is where you come to what? You come to the coordinate. So you can actually impute these prices here. Okay, you can impute them here. Okay, so that you just have a whole round number of what you're looking at. Okay, don't worry, by the time I draw a horizontal line, you will get to understand what I'm trying to talk about here. So let's just continue. Okay, so this is where you have where you come to set your coordinate. I'll explain more when I draw an horizontal line. You get to understand this. And then we're talking about visibility. Now, what will be my visibility? Visibility simply means that maybe on a particular time frame is what you want to see this trend line. Okay, now currently I am on the monthly time frame. So let's say I go down to the weekly time frame. Now look at the time frame here. Remember, these are the time frames. These are the time frames here. Can you see them here? Okay, so we have 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, down to 1 month. Okay, so let's assume that I just want this line to only appear on the monthly time frame, only on the monthly time frame. Okay, so by the time I narrow down to the lower time frame, I don't want to see this line. So what I need to do is just, just click on the line as usual. Click on the line. Okay, this menu button comes on, this menu tabs comes on. Click on settings. Okay, then go to visibility. Okay, so this is where you have several, intervals, time intervals. Okay, now, so now we are interested in just seeing this line only on the monthly time frame. Okay, so what I need to do is just come uncheck, 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 and then leave just the month. Okay, month. Okay, so you now come and save. Okay, you save. Now you saved it. Now, if I go and click, if I go to lower time frame, you see that this line will disappear. So let's see. Let's go. You see, it's gone. It's gone. It's no longer there. So, which means that what this means that you can do different analysis on different time frames. Okay, so that at each time frame that you enter, you don't want them to be too. You don't want all of your analysis to be too. To be what's it called? To be jam packed with a lot of lines and stuff. Why is this guy just appearing now? To a lot of lines and stuff. So you want them to be neatly arranged in each different time frame so that you know what's happening. Okay, by the time I navigate to monthly time frame, oh, this is what is happening on monthly time frame. By the time I navigate to 1 week, this is what's going to be happening. So those lines, the less lines you have on your chart, the better, the clearer the chart is for you, so you don't get confused with all of lines and lines and lines and lines. So these are the ways you can actually arrange your chart so it looks beautiful and it looks detailed and as well inviting. Okay, so the next thing we want to go is, let's go to another tool. So remember, these are all your different tools. By the time we begin our technical analysis, I'll be expatiating on all of these tools. I'm just using them to demonstrate how chart setting works. Okay, now the next thing we want to go is we want to look at let's look at this horizontal line. So let's assume I want to draw my support. Okay, I remember support is just a point where price drops to and then reverse, or probably price had reactions at a particular point in time. So let's say now, if you watch, let me use my notation. If you watch here and here and here, okay, and then here, you see that price had a lot of reactions. Okay, price had a lot of reactions here. So if I drop my horizontal line here, it simply means that I am dropping at the point whereby when price drops down, there's always a reaction, and there seems to be a lot of touches. Don't worry, we'll get into details when it comes to that. We're just trying to do some, play around trading. So we'll come over to our favorite tools box, okay, tab. Just click on the horizontal line and then come here and ensure that I drop it where price had a lot of touches. Just make sure it touches, okay, so that it gives you 100%. Now, so this is how to draw a support. This is how to draw a support. Now, so let's say you have a particular point in mind. Maybe like you feel like this price, this guy, okay, you feel like this guy is going to drop. Okay, you feel like it's going to drop down. So you have a particular price in mind, okay, where you feel like the price should get to. Do you understand? Okay, and you try to drop your lines there. You try to drop this line, but it's not giving you that accurate, that accurate point. So let's assume I feel like this guy is going to drop down to this place. Okay, so let's say I just wanted the price to become. So let's look at, as I drop the line, just look at this scale. You see the current price the current price is 1750.4 48, but I want it to be 1750.00. I want the whole number. I don't want this 48. But it's difficult for me, to adjust this line. Remember what I told you about going to the settings? Just come to settings, go to coordinates, okay, and then do what? Edit the number here. So just type what you want to do. So we want 17 0 one whole number. We don't want the dot 48 behind. See, that's giving you that whole number. Okay, so that's how to use that coordinate. So it can give you a precise number. There's something we call psychological levels as we begin to, as we forge ahead in our technical analysis. So this coordinate, that's where it's going to actually play a major role. So that's how to actually use that. So that's all about that. Now let's go on. We're still talking about chart settings, so let's still go on that chart settings. I still have a lot to show you there. So what's the next thing? So let's say you want to do some customization. Perhaps you don't like this color. You can actually change the theme of this color. You don't like this color. You want to do your own customize this color to your own taste, whatever suits you. So what you just right click on any area on any area of the screen, right click on it, then calm down settings. Okay, before then when you right click, okay, you see a lot of settings there. These are still settings. Okay, now let me just quickly take you through all of these things I'm showing you are very, very important, because these are the things you'll be using as in constantly these are the things you'll be using. So now the first on the menu here is, I think we have reset chart view, and we have the copy price, we have the paste, we have hard alerts, we have trade, we have had USD to watch list, hard text notes for blah blah blah, look vertical contour line, blah blah, arbitrary lines, color theme, remove drawings. Now, which are the ones that will be that are going to be very important are charts, okay, paste, because this paste you might want to copy something. Don't worry, you get to know. So you want to paste it somewhere, okay? And sometimes hard alert. Of course, hard alert is very important, but there's different ways in which you can actually do this hard alert. As we proceed, I will show you, okay? And in this trade, I'll show you what to do. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. Then, yeah, this is important as well. Color theme, remove drawings. Very important, and remove indicator before these settings. Okay, so let's quickly just go through all of these. Okay, now what does this reset chart view mean? What does it mean? Now let's say, let me show you something. Let's say I did a lot of squeezing, so I don't know what to do again. You see, so I've been finding it difficult to expand this and all of that. So what I just need to go, I want all of this to go back to default. All of this so I can have a clear view of what's going on. So I just right click on any area on the screen. Just click on reset chart view. See, everything just come back. See, everything just come back. Okay. Now let's go back to the other option. Copy is not important. Now on this other ones, we'll be using it later. That's when I want to copy something. Okay. We're talking about this later. Now add alert. We're talking about add alert later, not now, because I will need to demonstrate some scenarios. But you can actually use this add alert to add an alert to your chart. And of course, we know what alert means, that you want price, when price gets to a particular point, you want the chart to alert you, so you can quickly come and then take your trading decision. Okay, now this trade, we don't need this. This doesn't really make any sense to us. We don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this as well. Now we need this. This is the important color theme. Okay, say you don't want this whole light, and you want another theme color, you can come here and just select that. But I already select that, so let me just select this. You see how it works. Okay, you see how it works. Okay, you see it has changed. So let me go back to my my dark color. See, it has also changed. Okay, all right, it has also changed. So this is how you actually play around with your chart settings and then do your customizations. Now let's right click, and then let's go down to settings. Okay, this is where the real magic happens. Now we have a whole lot of functions there. Okay, we have a whole lot of functions there. First, we have a symbol, we have the status line, we have a skill. Remember, this is the skill. We're talking about that, and we have trading events. These two are not important to me. Now, so first of all, let us go up looking at let me draw this guy here. This guy is following me. Let me just draw a picture. So okay, so let us go looking at a symbol. Okay, symbol. This first menu here, let's go looking here and see what's going on there. So I click on symbol. All right, so this is where you come and do your candlesticks decorations. Maybe you don't like this usual conventional green and red. You want to customize your own color. So you just come here, just click on the colors and begin to change it. So let's say I want to change this guy to my color. So this green one, that's the first one. Let me say I want to change it to say I want to use blue. Okay, and I want to as well use let's say I want to use white for the other one. And the borders, you choose the same color all around here, blue, or you can customize. Just do anything on your own. Just do something that that you would like on your own. So these are the way. Then a week, this week here. So anytime you're doing all of this, customizing, just be looking at your charts. Okay, be looking at your chart and you're seeing the effect take place. You're seeing the effect take place. Okay, so that you would know what you're doing. And clicking on anything, you're seeing what's going on. Okay, you're seeing what customize your candles. Okay, all right. So I think for that, that's okay then. Okay, now let's come down here. At times there's something we call time zone. Time zone simply means that you want the normal time to be in a local time here in Nigeria. Okay, it's very important that you actually set that. Actually, very important. Okay, so what you just need to do is just click on that drop down arrow. Click on this drop down arrow. Okay, and then look for Lagos. Lagos is our own time zone here. Look for Lagos. Where's Lagos? Sorry about that. I have to look for Lagos. Lagos, and then you're going to go and click OK. Okay. So this is what it shows you. There's no more. You can actually change the color of this label. Look at it. The name. Once you click on this symbol, that XAU USD. Okay, that it, and then you have the prices. Okay.
Can you check your network? We can't hear you.
Remember, bid and ask.
We have not been hearing you. Can you check your network? Hello. Sorry, guys. I guess he's out of the zone. Probably network. So while we
Hey
wait
guys,
for him,
sorry,
please,
I'm
we can
here.
hear
Can
you.
you guys
Your
hear me?
network is. We can hear you now. But please, you might need to slow down a bit. We can hear you.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
We can hear you, please.
Okay, so all right, so we're back. We're back. Sorry, I think it's my network. I don't know. There was a power outage here in my area, so maybe it affected the mass or something. But I think we're good to go now. So, all right, so let's continue. Now, you see, I've succeeded in changing my background color. Okay, I've succeeded in changing my background color. Okay, and so let me just go on. Now, if you look at the background very well. Look at the background critically. You see, you can see some lines there. Okay, I don't like those lines. Some people actually like those lines, but I don't like them. I don't like those lines. Okay, so what I but is look at this flat green lines and horizontal green lines. So I will change it. I will change those lines to the color of my background so that it blends. So you don't get to see anything. You know, the color will just be what? Just be plain. Okay. So watch me do it. Watch me do it. You see, the first line has disappeared. Now click on this horizontal line and go back and take that same color. You see, it has become actually become very, very plain. Okay. I wanted this color, so let me color, and I love this color. Yeah, this color. And let me go back to this guy and this guy and change it back. Okay. So yeah, so now there's another thing I want to take note. This crosshair. What does this crosshair mean? Okay, now look at my screen. You see the way I'm actually see how see my cursor. See how see my cursor is actually dancing. You see those two lines dancing with my cursor. These two lines moving around with my cursor are the crosshair. Okay, they show you what the function is. They show you the price of that asset and the date. Okay, the date of the asset. Look now, see what you do. Look at the bottom of my screen. Okay, see how my cursor moves. You know, it moves between dates, different dates. Okay, like for instance, I've been able to go to September 2018, you know, down to currently Monday, March 2021. See, like that, like that, until the current price. So now, if you actually want to change the color of this cursor, you can actually do that. You can change the color. Let's say you want the color to be black. You see, I've been able to change my own color to that. And I also want a line, this dotted line. I don't want to be a line. I want to be maybe probably just a straight line, you know, a plain line. I don't want a dotted line. You can just come and just click on, see it has changed. So you can do a lot of things there. Now, the next thing I want you to also see is this watermark. Okay. Now, what's this watermark? Just look at my background. Look at my background. You see, look at what they wrote here. XAUUSD. So that's it. But that's watermark. So if you actually want it to appear on your chart, you can leave it. But if you don't want it, you click on that watermark and it's off. It's actually off the chart. Okay. So it just depends on your settings, your preference. What you like might not be what I would like, and what I like might not be what you like. So you can come here, you know, and explore all of these things, and then what? And then, you know, do your own stuff. Okay. Do your own stuff. Okay. These other ones doesn't really play any major role and stuff. Doesn't. Okay. All right. Now, so that is all about chart settings. Okay. Okay. So that's all about chart settings. And the next on the agenda is what? The templates. So what is template? Template means that you actually want a particular settings, okay, but you don't want to go back repeating the same thing every time you come on the chart. Okay, so there are instances, a lot of instances whereby would have been doing that template, all of the things, you know, probably with all of the things I've been showing you, you know, but I just wanted to wait till when we come here so I can show you. Now, how can actually you make a good use of this template? Now, what does template mean now? Remember, let's come back to day one. Let's come back to the first when we started with this trend line. Okay, remember I said you can actually you can do a lot of things with this trend line. Let me go back. Sorry. Okay, now let's say this trend line, this money that you wrote here. Okay, now the next time you want to type money, you want this money to appear. You don't want to just go on the keyboard and just type. You want something very fast. You just come here, come to settings. Okay, now every settings that you do, you carry out. Like for instance, now you drew this trend line, okay, and you texted it. You said you want it to be in the middle. You see, I've done now. So you want to save this money. You don't want to come back again to come and type money and type. No, it's boring. So you just come here, just click on this template. And just click on what? Click on save as. So once you click on shape line, you can now type whatever it is that you want to name. Just click on trend line. Okay, and then you save it. You save it. Okay. So the next time you come, okay, all the settings, all this visibility, everything that you actually set here, okay, that you actually set goes into this template, this trend line tool that you said. Then you can just click OK. Now, let me delete this trend line. Let's say I delete this trend line. You see, everything is off. I remove all of the whatever. You see? Oh, sorry. Now everything is off. So let's say I came back again next time, maybe on another chart. Okay, then I drew my trend line. Okay, but I don't want to, like it's boring when you start to type, start to do this. Just go to settings. Click on settings. Sorry. Just go to settings. Click on template and just click that template that you saved. See, everything appears. Everything you've done, all the functions. If you've actually decorated all of this, don't worry. As we progress, we'll be using more of those templates, and then you get to understand what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So let's also look at an instance too. We also talk about. Let me show you. We talk about symbol. Changing this color. Okay, where you have to customize all of this. So by the time you do your customization, so let's say you use white, white with two white. Let's just say you use green, then you also use red. Okay, green, just for instance, and red and like that. So let's say you've done all of the customer, you've done all the things you want to do here, all of the settings, status line, you came here, your scales, you edited your scales, you really want to be, you put your bid and ask line, you put a symbol name, you've done all of that, your appearance, okay? You've done all of that. Okay. Now you also would want to save it so that next time you don't have to start doing the customization each time, because by the time you leave this chart now, you come back again, the whole thing will go back to default. But if you save it, okay, you can click on save as. I think I have 3 this thing there. Let me just cancel the things I've done. Okay, you can actually save those. All right, let me just put crypto. Okay. And I save. I've saved it. So I can navigate in between various. You see, this is one of the things I did before. So I can come back again if I don't like this. I come back, click on that template, and then choose another one. So let's click crypto. Then click OK. See, it access. So that is how you actually use template. So we'll be using template very, very well as we progress with our technical analysis. Okay, we'll be doing a lot of templates such that it is going to just make our whole work so easy. I'm going to be showing you a lot of things with templates. It's really going to be very, very interesting. So just for you to have a slight idea of how these things work, so you can go on your own and then play around with it. So the next thing we'll be moving on to is the keyboard shortcuts. That's the next thing we're moving on to, keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so what you want to do is this keyboard shortcut will actually play a lot of major role. That's if you have the time to be able to open all of this. So now let me show you how to access this keyboard shortcut. So you come here, come to your right hand side, left hand here. Just click on this icon here. Sorry, to your left, not right, to your left, upper left of this screen. See where I mark here. Okay. Click on it. Now come back here. Now we also have some functions here, but for tonight we'll be looking at just keyboard shortcuts. These are other things you can actually get used to. You can play around there. But we're looking at what keyboard shortcuts. So you click on it. Okay, click on it. Allow it to initiate. Okay. You allow it to initiate. See. Now this is it. Now we have shortcut for various functions. Okay, so we have shortcut for the charts, for indicators and drawings, for watch list and screener. We'll be coming to this later soon. We don't need this. We don't need this. And for this as well. So let's start with the chart. Now these are so many keys in which you can actually use. You know what? And I'm sure you guys know the meaning of keyboard shortcuts. You know, like for instance, now you want to access. Okay, let me give you a demonstration of what keyboard shortcut looks like. Then before we now come back here, let's say I want to go on 4 hour time frame, and I don't want to bring my cursor here and click. I can just click on 4 on my keyboard and then put H and then tap. It takes me there. Okay, so that is how keyboard functions, keyboard shortcut works. So imagine, so when you come here, you have access to varieties of them which you can actually cram. So the essential ones you can cram. So this can actually make it easy for you to navigate through your chart. You get, so we have varieties of them here. Look at save chart layout, Control S, change symbol, Control, symbol. Let's just do something. Symbol. Okay, symbol. Change time interval. I just show the number and then you press comma or you press the number of hours. Okay, then once again, we have to look for this symbol on the keyboard. We have to zoom in, Control and one of the key navigators. See arrow up. Okay, let's try that one. Control, press your control and then see arrow up, then arrow down. Okay, sideways and all of that. Just play around all of this keyboard stuff. Okay, so let's not waste much time. Let's not waste much time on that keyboard. So we have varieties of them. Okay, plenty of them. Look at them here. Varieties of them. So let's go to the indicators and drawing keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so we can just play around all of these things. Look at them and see how they work. Okay, shortcuts, keyboard shortcut for some indicators. Okay, like Fibonacci, Alt F. This horizontal ray or J. Okay, Alt is a key on your keyboard if you're using a system. This is going to actually work for using system. But I think it also can work on the phone too, because there's this keyboard template. You can actually download for your phone that gives you this feel of a computer keyboard. We have all of the functions there. So I think yeah. So you can actually also use this. Like look at the trend line. Look at trend line. You don't want to go and click on your favorite, or you don't want to go to your toolspan. You can just click Alt T, and the trend line will just pop up, and then you can now do your drawing. So these are various keyboards we can actually use on TradingView. Okay, so let's move to the next. Let's move to the next. The last, okay, yes, the last one. So this screener is something I will need you to pay rapt attention to, because it's actually going to help you, especially those of us who trade crypto. Okay, this is very, very important. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. This is very, very important. Now, what is screener? Screener just help you filter. It helps you filter some noise off, the asset that you trade, and just give you the precise asset, your taste, what you want to see in the market, and so we can actually help you influence your thinking and your decision making, fast. So now the first thing you want to do is you want to look down here, down your screen here. Look at where I just marked here. You see crypto pair screener. Okay, you can click on it now. Click on this drop down arrow. We have screener for Forex, stock, and crypto. But for me, this Forex doesn't really make any sense. Okay, because I'll be telling you why this. But let's start with the crypto pair screener here. We click on it. Remember, this class is for both the crypto and the Forex class. We've actually started combining classes now, because whatever we're discussing for Forex applies to both Forex and crypto, because this is technical analysis, so it's a general thing. With the knowledge of technical analysis, you can actually analyze any market at all. Just know technical analysis and you're good to go. Okay, so now you click on it. See, it appears here. Just wait for it to load. Okay. Now, so now look at, just look at, you see that it actually appears here, but it's not really friendly. So what you need to do is just come here, click on this box here. Look at my right hand side. Look at where I just marked. Click on this red box here, so you can expand the view, maximize. Okay. Yeah. So now you have access to varieties of coins. Varieties of coins. Now look at this place. Look at this pan here. I'll be very slow and I'll take your time here. Look at this place, this top corner here I just marked. Look at where the road ticker. Now we have about 450. We have 40,550 coins. Okay, assets available to us. But that's too much. That's way too much. When do you want to shop around all of these coins and begin to look for the ones, potential coins that will actually help you in your trade? So what I do in such instance is, first of all, I want to look for the exchange, okay, that I trade with. The exchange that I trade with is very important. Okay. Now, majority of us uses Binance. So first thing you need to do is just come here and click on this filter. Click on filter. Now it brings these options out. Now click here, this exchange, click here, click on any, click on that drop down arrow. Wait, let me clear this guy off. Click on that drop down arrow. Okay, and then you can now tick any of the exchange. So in this instance, we are actually all used to Binance. Okay, so let's go back. You see, I'm sorry. Yeah, you see, come back to this place. Come back to this left. You see that the number of coins has actually reduced from 40,550 to 2,043. Okay. Okay. Now, this 2,043 are still too large number of coins you want to be paying attention to. So you come back to this filter, come back to this same filter, come back there, click on it, okay? Click on that filter, and then look here, just look here, pay attention to this place, to this market capitalization. Now, you don't want to deal with two volatile coins. You don't want to do too much volatile coins. You want to look at some certain number, some certain market capitalization, okay, that can actually give you coins, potential coins, that can actually help you, maximize your gains in the market. Okay, you want to be looking at some certain level of volatility that applies to this coin, so you don't get bonds. Imagine 10K, $10,000, okay, market capitalization. Doesn't make any sense. In a thinking of this kind of coin can actually liquidate. So what you want to do is you want to adjust this. You want to adjust this guy, then look for market capitalization of around say 2 billion. Okay, so you keep adjusting. Now 2 billion, between 2 billion and 100 billion is a very good market capitalization. Now, see, market capitalization gives you this courage and this confidence that, okay, that these guys have enough users and they tend to have liquidity, okay, so that if you invest your money in that point, you don't get bonds. Okay, that's what this market calculation is. So it's actually of excellence that you pay attention to it, okay, to the kind of points that you're using your money to buy. You don't go and use your money to buy scam, and at the end of the day, you get bonds. Okay. Now, if you come back to this, if you come back here, you now see that the number of coins has actually reduced to 22 matches. Okay. So for me, these coins have very good market capitalization, and are coins you can actually trade with. Okay, look at them. From ETH, BTC. You might see this. What I'm trying to do is just show you how to use these things. You can do your own customization. This is what works for me. Okay, what works for you might just be different. You might want something more volatile. You just do your do your settings and then be cool with it. I'm just trying to show you how to actually get to use all of these things. Okay, so all of these coins are coins that I can actually trade with, and then to some extent I will have some peace of mind because of what they are capitalized, because of the volume, the liquidity that they tend to have in marketing. From these guys, these coins have in between from their capitalization, their liquidity starts from between 2 billion to 100 billion or 10 billion or whatever. So from 2 billion upward, I think is a good number for me. Okay, so this is how you actually screen out your coins, screen them out, and then you see, and then make use of them. Now, there's another thing I also want to pay attention to. Sometimes in the market we have coins that, so we have some coins that have actually pumped high, and maybe such coins you'll be looking to take your shots with them, or you want to look at some coins that has actually bottom, oversold. They've really been oversold. So I think it's time that they will start to pick up. So we want to be able to categorize these coins so that you can make, of course, a good trading decision from them. So now the next thing you also want to do is just go back to that same filter, go back to that same filter. Okay, sorry, before any other thing, you need to, all of this would require that you save them. Require that you save them. So what you do is you come to this place, come to this general here, come to this general, okay, and click on it, and then click on save as. So you can put your name. Let's say I put Achilles. It's just like template. Remember when we talked about template? So this is just to help you keep all of your settings in place. Okay, it's just to help you keep all of your settings in place. Okay, so that next time you don't have to come and start doing the same thing over and over repeatedly. Now, so after this, you click on this box here, just this 3 dotted box here on this my right and top right hand side. You click on that dotted. Okay. So yeah, we can actually do some functions there. So for me, I don't want to see. There are some things I honestly don't. That doesn't matter to me. Like the current, like high and low, of the day. Like I don't want to see the prices. Of course, the prices are always still already. No, I want to see the current price. I want to see the current price. But I'm not interested in seeing the volume. It doesn't play any role for me. The volume change in 24 hour, the volume change in USD. I don't want to see all of that. I don't need to see the exchange because I already set my exchange as default. So there's no point coming to set any exchange yet. Now, persistent change in I don't want to see. Depends if you actually want to see. I don't want to see them. The only thing I'm interested in is that I just want to see this price and technical ratings. Okay, these are the two things I want to see: price and technical ratings. Okay, all right. So now this technical rating shows you the status of the coin at that point in time. You see, this guy is trying to point to you that okay, this guy needs, like, it's actually in a strong sell position. So this is just to help you, make good and better decision. This is just to help you narrow your decision, and quickly too. You understand? Okay. So another thing I also want you to pay attention to, you might also want to come here. Coming. Okay. Now, another thing you will also need to take note is you want to look at the intervals. Okay, you want to look at the intervals depending on what time frame. Okay, for instance, you might be looking at some coins on daily time frame, or you are interested in looking at some coins on 4-hour time frame, or some coins on 1-hour time frame. Very important. So you come here and click on it, look at it. So we have different time frames you'll be looking at those coins from. Maybe from you have to be subscribed to at least maybe the lowest plan before you're allowed to use that asset. But regardless, maybe as time goes by, you're grounded with the technical analysis, you can now use maybe like subscribe to any of this package, and then have access to more functions. Okay, I'm just trying to show you how these things work. Okay. Another thing I also want to show you guys. You can see your top gainers and your performance. Oh, you're not allowed to. This is serious. Oh, it's telling me you have unsaved. Okay, yeah. Let me save this. Let me just say Queen. Every edit that you do, you would need to save it. Okay, you need to save it so that you can come back to assess it, at other times. I want to show you guys something. All right, okay, it's here over here. Let's come back here. Now, come here, just come here, click on this. Click on this drop down arrow here. Okay. Now you see where you have okay. Now top gainer pumping, and that's really. If you can hear me, please say yes in the chat. Just type yes in the chat box. Oh, people say they can't hear me. Can you guys hear me now? Please type yes in the chat box if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, but your voice is cracking.
My voice is cracking. I think it's my network. I'm sorry about that. It's my network. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. So now just look at top gainers. Okay. Remember you need to set your Binance, set your market cap. I always prefer this 2 billion. So let's see from the 300 million. Let's see what we have from this 300 million. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we just Binance 300 million. Okay. Okay, we have access to 68. Just look here. Look at what I'm looking at. Anytime the battery is low. Guys, I will need to be very fast because I don't have my battery is actually very low. So now look at this place. Look at my left hand side here. We have 68 coins here. And this selection is done from market capitalization from 300 million. Okay. Remember how we do it. You come back, just remember we come to your feature, select from this market capitalization here, from here. Okay. You just do your selection. No, I always like to choose 2 billion, but let's from 300 million. So I think it's okay. But make sure it's Binance. And sometimes I also I use Bidget. Sorry, Bybit. So whatever exchange you're using, just select. But they mostly use is what is Binance. So click on Binance. Okay, click on Binance. Okay, and then come to what? Come to top gainers. You can come to top gainers. You can as well come to what? You can actually come to top losers. Okay, top losers should be one that has really dipped. And I like it was be ripe for picking up to actually long distance coin. Top gainers means coin that has actually so pumped that might be retracing at any point in time. Okay, you are
we can hear you.
You guys can't hear me still.
Your network is really bad.
Yeah, it's about to rain. Yeah. I think it's really about to rain here. So when if you guys can barely hear me, just this is the concluding part. This is the concluding part because my network is really steady. But you can as well just take advantage of your market capitalization when you click on your features. Take advantage of your market capitalization. Then the top losers, gainers. For top gainers, you're looking to short the market at any look that have actually really pumped. Looking to short the market at any point in time. And for top losers, these are market that has really dipped. Hello, Juliet, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but your line is really breaking. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. I think we will continue this class from my mobile. Just to round up because my system is already low and I don't have noise here. That's the reason why. So I'll log out here and enjoy from my mobile and then round up the class.
Let me just round up. Let me just round up with what I was trying to show you guys on. Let me just round up what I was trying to show you guys on that um, screening part. Remember, you go to oh, sorry about that. So go to the home. Sorry. This guy actually looks different from. Wow. So I guess you'll not be able to do. So that's where the it's really more convenient. So guys, this is where we come to the end of the class today. So, pardon me, my network is really bad. It's about to rain here. So that's actually how to use your trading view. Okay. Now it's going to be more interesting when we continue,
Can
when
you
we
be a
start
little bit
our technical
audible?
analysis proper. Yes, I am audible. I'm very audible. It's my network. I'm really audible. So this is where we'll come to the end of our lecture on trading view. We get to know more of it because these are the things I showed you guys are the things we'll be working on as we move on with our technical analysis. So you get to understand it better and deeper when we start to, use these tools often and often because these are the things we'll be using and it's going to be consistently, like repeatedly and all of that. So sorry guys for my network tonight. My weather here, it's really bad. It's going to rain and that's why I have that a little bit disruptions. So Juliet, please take over. Thank you so much, and you may want to ask a question now.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful class. It's very unfortunate that the network was really a lot of factor to this class. So we thank you for all you do. So without wasting much of our time, I don't know if we have one or two questions. Like we know this class is a continuation of our previous class on TradingView. In the previous class, we did a lot. When I mean a lot, this is just a little of what we've done in the previous class. And the essence of this TradingView, the essence of this lecture is to walk us through on some of the things we might need to be we'll be coming across with when we start technical analysis properly. So you just need to get idea of this so that you won't be asking questions. How did you get to do this? How did you get to this? It's just a tip of what we have to offer during our technical analysis. So if you have any question, you can ask regarding to this class. But if it's on the previous lecture, you might need to refer to our previous class on how to trade TradingView, either in Crypto Queen Academy on YouTube or Digital World Academy on YouTube. The videos have been uploaded in both YouTube channel. So it all depends on where you joined from. You can visit our channel to get value from the previous class if you were not or if you have not watched. So if you have any question, please. So our next class, we will begin technical analysis. Like we know, the technical analysis does not have a specific, whether it's crypto or forex. So once you understand technical analysis, you can trade forex, you can trade crypto. So we've done a lot also in Forex. So with the technical analysis class, you're able to trade crypto, you're able to trade Forex. So I want to encourage you, if you have been following our class from the beginning, continue till we are done with technical analysis, because that is the major part of the class. Technical analysis is a major part of the both the crypto and Forex class. So you need to be there. If you have not been in our previous class, you don't have to miss the technical analysis class, because that has a lot to offer. In fact, it's a very, very broad topic. That's why you see both indicator, momentum, chart pattern, even the trade line that you are drawing as type of as also part of support and resistance. All of these things will be shown to you during our technical market structure, what have you. There are a lot of them. So you just have to be there. So I want to encourage you not to relent. The value you are gaining here, you might not understand until you don't have this opportunity again. So I want to also encourage us and appreciate everyone that made it to this class. In the absence of no other question, I just want to say thank you for being part of our class. And if you have any further question, you can ask in the group. If you are confused in any part, you can ask in the group. We'll be glad to walk you through. So I wish us a beautiful week ahead. Thank you once again, Newton, for that amazing class. Everyone, have a great week ahead.